Mental health challenges can affect people at any age, including older adults. At St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, we provide compassionate inpatient mental health care designed specifically for seniors, including support for depression, anxiety, and cognitive changes. No one has to face these challenges alone. Learn more at stjosephelgin.com. St. Joseph Hospital, caring for our communities for 125 years.
Folks, to the local community hour here on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, of course, everybody, for tuning in today. It is a lovely Thursday. Now, we are on that YouTube side of things here. If you are watching us, it's the 11 o'clock segment during this time. But if you're listening to us on that AM 1410 dial, that means that it is the 3 o'clock segment. Today, during the 2 o'clock segment, we do have the Wise Coffee Chat. Jennifer Sanchez of Wise Business Alliance Network did send over her recordings there, but yesterday was the White Sox game, so we didn't have a chance to play that. Totally fine, of course. So we're going to be doing that during the, it already happened if you're listening on the 3 o'clock segment, but if you're watching us on YouTube earlier at the 11 o'clock segment, then that's something that you'll be expecting to hear on the airwaves during the 2 o'clock segment. Now here on the airwaves for the 3 o'clock segment. Oh my goodness, folks, let's go through the weather and temperatures. Oh boy, do we have some hot days continuing on today and throughout the rest of the week. Now, we are getting closer out of the really heat wave style of the heat, really hot temperatures, the very humid temperatures. It's still going to be hot. Of course, it's summertime. That's expected, but today's a high of 94. Sun and clouds mixed. I know earlier this morning was a little bit on the cloudier side. We are looking to see temperatures drop down to a low of only 73. Partly cloudy skies followed by some scattered thunderstorms that are going to be happening overnight. Chance of rain predicted at about 50%. So that's going to be coming up for later tonight. Heading on into tomorrow, it's Friday. We are almost to the weekend. We see a high of 89, and that weekend does include the wonderful 4th of July parade that we are going to be a part of. I'm going to be out there on the scene. I'm looking forward to it. We hope you are too. Come over, stop by, give us a wave. We're going to be at the corner of Douglas, right by Danny's on Douglas, so you'll be able to see us there. That'll be coming up. Parade kicking off at 9 o'clock, but we will be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, setting up early in the morning so we can make sure to get everything there before that rain does come through, because we are expected to see some rain and thunderstorms on 4th of July. With that being said, high of 83, scattered thunderstorms in the morning, mainly cloudy during the afternoon with thunderstorms likely. I do hope that maybe it won't be too bad, but the prediction does say chance of rain 70% as of right now. We do head on into Saturday night. We see a low of 67 degrees. That's what we're going to be seeing for our forecast. Chance of rain roughly at about 50%. Heading on into Sunday, showers do continuing on, but they start to dissipate a little bit here as we get throughout the rest of the day. High of only 78. It's not going to be super warm. Overcast with rain showers at times. Still hot outside, but not super hot to where you're like super dehydrated and you're having, like heat strokes and things like that. Of course, you could still get it with the weather like that, though. But it's not going to feel as warm. Dropping down to 63 is our low of 63 degrees. So it is going to start to somewhat cool down a little bit. Now heading on into next week, Monday the 6th of July, intervals of clouds and sunshine, a high of 80 degrees, dropping down to a low of 62, partly cloudy. That's going to be about 5 to 10 miles per hour in wind speeds. Northeast is where it's expected to come from for Monday. Tuesday rolls around, temperatures bump up just a little bit here, high of 84 and a low of 66. Clear to partly cloudy throughout the whole day is expected for Tuesday. Wednesday, temperatures do start to continue to rise a little bit here. We do see sunshine and clouds mixed, a high of 86 degrees and a low of 67 degrees. A few clouds from time to time coming through, and that'll be for Wednesday night. And then finally, next Thursday, a week from today, high of 84 is predicted. Thunderstorms are predicted throughout the whole day, partly to mostly cloudy with the chance of thunderstorms predicted as of right now at about 60% chance of rain. Thunderstorms continuing on into Thursday night. That's going to be for a week from today, Thursday, July 9th. Again, dropping down to a low of 68 degrees. And then you continue on throughout the majority of the rest of July season, the July month, the month of July. We're seeing temperatures staying within those highs in the 80s and 90s, lows in the 60s and 70s. So as expected during this summertime here, especially in Illinois, sometimes we get that wacky weather, but I am glad that we are at least getting some rain because we definitely don't need too much of a dry spell because, well, then our beautiful flowers and plants that we spend a lot of time, energy, and money planting do not get those sources naturally, that is. Of course, you can also water them with water from your hose, which I would hope that you would do, but it's a better way. It's free water when it rains, of course. So that's the weather and temperatures that we're seeing here for the rest of this week and also into next week. And hey, guess what? Coming up, it is the 4th of July. It's very exciting, and I will definitely go through with you what we have going on here for some 4th of July expectations. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well. But let's go through our inspirational story of the day today. This is posted by an anonymous user. Now, this is from a couple days ago, but it's not like it's really time sensitive. A lot of these stories don't really have that time sensitive foundation to it. They can be for any time and anyone, really. So this one is posted known as, quote, "I gave the tallest man I've ever seen my exit row seat, and it made me feel great. I was traveling recently with some friends, and on a trip home, we missed our connecting flight. We ended up getting scattered seats on a flight a few hours later, and I ended up in the exit row. I've never been in an exit row before. After getting settled, someone came down the aisle, and he was so tall and was hunched over, just walking in the plane, and he took the tiny seat right beside me. His knees reached the aisle, and it was literally beside me. This man was so freaking tall. So I turned around, tapped him on the knee, and said, 'Hey, do you want to switch seats?' His expression literally turned into a puppy. He was like, 'Are you sure?' I said, 'I'm so tiny. I'm 5'6", flexible, skinny, and too intricate origami to my body with my body while on a play.' I can. That's what this person says, is they can do intricate origami. All the leg room was completely wasted on me. So we switched, and he was super grateful. And even got an empty seat beside me, which let me sit with my legs crossed and do other origami. Even seated normally, I still had like 4-6 inches of space between my knees and his seat. Turns out he also missed a flight and he just barely gotten on this one. So those circumstances of both us missing flights ended up near one another and being extremely convenient to switch. I don't know, I think of it as it was meant to be. He was super thankful. The flight attendants acknowledged it and said it was nice of me to do that. Genuinely, his expression when I asked him to switch made it all worth it. And the good feelings of having done a nice thing too. Saw him in the airport later sitting down, and wow, he was just all legs. I was too shy to ask how tall he was, but I had to have been over 6'6" Yes, so there you go. That's an inspirational story. Over 6'6". Who knows? That might have been my cousin Mitchell, because I think he's 6'8". I have a very, very tall cousin, which of course I didn't get that in the family. So I am only 5'5.5", 5'6". So I'm about this young person's height here who wrote this story. So interesting story there. Again, a nice act of kindness to someone who wasn't really necessarily in actual need per se, but it was a definite want, and it was a great connection between two folks, even if it was a foot apart as well in height. So We're going to take a quick time out, folks. We'll be back with more here on your local community hour, WRMN AM 1410. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back with more here in just a little bit.
1 in 10 people age 50 and older in the U.S. have early age-related macular degeneration.
Because macular degeneration often has no early symptoms, many don't know they have it until irreversible vision loss has already occurred. Well, when I first found out that I had macular degeneration, it was really scary. I mean, my eyes are my living.
What's most important for me to see my family, my loved ones, my pickleball game, everything I do is dependent upon my vision.
Being able to see, be able to spend time with my children, be able to travel is extremely important. And I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't have my vision. Don't miss life's most beautiful moments.
Schedule a comprehensive eye exam to protect your sight.
Macular Degeneration Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Go to stopamd.org to learn more.
I'm trying so hard at practice. I don't want to let anyone down. Between homework, studying, and tests, I can't catch up. No matter what I do, I feel like I'm falling further and further behind. I don't even have time for my friends anymore. I don't think I can handle this. But you know what? I know where to go for help. I found the Your Life, Your Voice app. Every day is an opportunity to get better. Visit yourlifeyourvoice.org today.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work, the groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Hey, I've been thinking about replacing my windows, but I have no idea where to start. Isn't it a huge hassle?
Not with Window Concepts. We make the whole process simple, from your first consultation to professional installation.
Really? I always thought it would take forever and cost a fortune.
Actually, we offer premium, energy-efficient windows at affordable prices and even flexible financing options, including 0% for 18 months.
Okay, well, that definitely helps. But what about quality?
We've been a family-owned business for over 40 years, and we take pride in expert craftsmanship and honest service. Plus, our windows are designed to improve comfort and lower your energy bills.
So you handle everything?
Everything. We start with a free consultation, give you a custom quote, and then install your windows with precision and care.
That sounds easy.
It is. Window Concepts, we keep it simple, no gimmicks, just great windows and great service.
All right, I'm in. How do I get started?
Call Window Concepts today for your free quote, and let's turn your dream windows into reality. Call 847-621-2680.
Welcome back, folks, to the local community hour here on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Of course, thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. We do greatly appreciate it. Of course, as always, we hope that you are enjoying this lovely day today here. We do want to say, of course, a big thank you to the sponsor for the community hour, sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. They're here to keep you moving so that you can get back to those activities that you love. Of course, you can give them a call today at 847-931-5525 or visit their website at stjosephelgin.com to learn more. St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, a proud member of Prime Healthcare. Thank you, of course, to St. Joseph Hospital for sponsoring the local community hour and us here on WRMN. Let's take a look here at some news stories. I have two that have been posted by the Kane County Connect staff members, the lovely staff members of KaneCountyConnects.com. We also do have some Daily Herald stories continuing on throughout the rest of the show. We'll also talk about those wonderful national days. What are some days to recognize, celebrate, and enjoy? We'll also go through a little bit here on how to navigate the City of Elgin's main government webpage. We'll talk a little bit here also on how you can be a member of the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce and some others as well. And we'll touch base and see what's happening locally here in the Fox River Valley area. So this first story here, what happens if residents of senior living community are exploring Kane County's emergency response plans? Posted yesterday by the Kane County Connects staff. Residents at Greenfields, just west of Geneva, recently took a closer look at emergency preparedness during a presentation by the Kane County Office of Emergency Management. Located across the road from the Union Pacific Railroad tracks in unincorporated Kane County, some residents of the large senior living community raised an important question. What would happen if a train carrying hazardous materials derailed and an evacuation became necessary? While senior living complexes are required by law to maintain energy and disaster plans, residents wanted to hear directly from the first responders on how emergency situations are managed and what they can do to be prepared. Kane County Office of Emergency Management Deputy Director John Meschening outlined the extensive planning, training, and coordination that take place before an emergency occurs. He explained that the initial response to a hazardous materials incident would come from the local fire department, in this case, the Elburn Countryside Fire Protection District, and additional support available that is through mutual aid agreement and Kane County agencies, including KaneCom 911, the Sheriff's Office, the Department of Environmental and Water Resources, the Division of Transportation, and the Kane County Health Department. State and federal agencies may also be called upon as needed depending on the scope of the incident. Energy officials evaluate each incident to determine whether residents should shelter in place or evacuate. Decisions are based on factors such as type of hazardous material involved, weather conditions, and computer modeling that helps predict the affected area. In the event of a train incident, hazardous materials can be identified through place card displayed on rail cars. Mensching also emphasized that while first responders continually train and prepare for emergencies, residents also do play an important role in being ready. And he encouraged everyone to do the following: sign up for Kane County's free emergency alert system, know their shelter-in-place and evacuation plans, maintain a communication plan that keeps important phone numbers accessible, also preparing an emergency kit with medications, cash, eyeglasses, chargers, and other essentials, and finally, plan ahead for pets, including food, supplies, and transportation needs. Now, if you want to read a little bit more information on this, for those Kane County emergency alerts, you can visit their website. That is https, so it's a secure website, oem.kanecountyil.gov, and you can find it under the emergency alerts. That page is available on this website that is on KaneCountyConnects.com. Under that article, you'll be able to find that there. How it works: subscribers can use what they want to, or choose what they how they want to receive alerts through text message, phone call, email, or also mobile app also. Another news here as well. This was posted also by the Kane County Connect staff members today. Kane County Forest Preserve acquires 220 acres of rare natural habitat. The Forest Preserve District of Kane County added 2 long sought-after properties to its holdings. June 26th, land hasn't been on the market for a century, and that includes some of the highest quality, privately held wetlands and woodlands in all of Illinois. The district protected 2 separate parcels along Briar Hill Road in Hampshire Township, totaling 220.041 acres. Acquired from the Hemmer family, the properties include an Illinois Natural Areas Inventory, also known as INI. That's a site. Land recognized by the state for its high-quality natural areas, endangered species, habitats, or areas of outstanding ecological and geological significance. Continuing on, the article writes that the properties include two types of rare wetland ecosystems, fen and sedge meadow. Now, both of these are biodiversity hotspots, and they provide critical habitat for a variety of different species. In addition to high-quality wetlands, remnant and never-been-plowed oak woodlands are also present here. Oaks support more plant and animal species than any other tree in all of North America. Forest Preserve District Executive Director Benjamin Haberthur said years of caring for the lands were evident on both parcels, saying, quote, generation after generation of Hemmer made a living from, but also protected the flourishing natural areas on which they lived. Because of one family's multi-generational love for the land, the quality of the woodlands and wetlands that exist at this site today is of a quality that rarely exists, end quote. Haberthur also added that the land records from the 19th century are difficult to decipher, but Hemmer family lore said that they settled, quote, where the wagon broke down in the 1840s. Haberthur also added, saying, quote, I've seen the Hemmer ownership of on an 1860 map and others of that era, but legal records don't tell the full story of who was living there on the land. The records from the parcels of the Forest Preserve District just protected have been recorded under Hemmer since at least 1920. Future plans for the site include restoration of the natural areas and likely the addition of passive recreational amenities like mowed or limestone trails, a picnic shelter, and a parking area. The district invested $3,141,826.92 to be exact for the two parcels at an average of $14,278 per acre. The addition brings total district holdings up to 24,835 acres. Now, if you want to read a little bit more information on this, you can go to caneforest.com or search for @ForestPreserve on social media. Very, very cool. And there are some pictures provided as well that you can find. And I was familiar, too, with, the fact that those legal records, especially in the I would say probably, I think it's maybe before 1870 or 1880, the records show how many family members lived in that, or at least how many people were on the property living there at the time. And so sometimes it was kind of hard to determine how many family members there were. They might have had workers on there too that were included. It usually said like how many people were under the age of 18, how many men, how many women, that kind of thing. But it didn't necessarily specify names per se of the majority of the people, just more so of the family name. So I know that through my genealogical research, so I know it can be kind of difficult to find that information. But I'm telling you, those newspaper articles are also really great to look at too. But with that being said, that's a story that's been posted. You can find a whole lot more stories. You can also subscribe. You can also find them on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and also on their YouTube channel. That's Kane County Government on their page. That is KaneCountyConnects.com. They always want to connect with people and the community to ensure that people know exactly what's happening here in the Fox River Valley area and in the Kane County area as well too. So we always like to keep you up to date and in tune with all of that. Let's just wrap it up here for the first half hour of WRMN's Local Community Hour. We appreciate everybody tuning in and being a part of the conversation with us. We'll take a quick time out. We'll get to our bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors. And when we come back, we'll discuss more on some Date Herald stories. And of course, we'll also talk a little bit about the National Day calendar. Some stories include investigation underway after a woman's body was recovered from the Fox River, a Naperville street considered one of the most passive-aggressive in all of the U.S., and how Bloomingdale Roselle Rotary Club is hosting Family Feud Game Night come September 19th. Stay tuned for this and more here on the Local Community Hour. WRMN will be back in
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Hey, I've been thinking about replacing my windows, but I have no idea where to start. Isn't it a huge hassle?
Not with Window Concepts. We make the whole process simple, from your first consultation to professional installation.
Really? I always thought it would take forever and cost a fortune.
Actually, we offer premium, energy-efficient windows at affordable prices and even flexible financing options, including 0% for 18 months.
Okay, well, that definitely helps. But what about quality?
We've been a family-owned business for over 40 years, and we take pride in expert craftsmanship and honest service. Plus, our windows are designed to improve comfort and lower your energy bills.
So, you handle everything?
Everything! We start with a free consultation, give you a custom quote, and then install your windows with precision and care.
That sounds easy.
It is. Window Concepts, we keep it simple, no gimmicks, just great windows and great service.
All right, I'm in. How do I get started?
Call Window Concepts today for your free quote, and let's turn your dream windows into reality. Call 847-621-2680.
Mental health challenges can affect people at any age, including older adults. At St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, we provide compassionate inpatient mental health care designed specifically for seniors, including support for depression, anxiety, and cognitive changes. No one has to face these challenges alone. Learn more at stjosephelgin.com. St. Joseph Hospital, caring for our communities for 125 years.
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding the unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Finding a reputable business shouldn't require luck or chance. But how can you tell who you can trust? Pro tip, the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better, check with the BBB first, because better businesses are honest and commit to high ethical standards bureau. That's why they're better. Always look for the sign of a better business and find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Elgin isn't just a city, it's a community built on connection, innovation, and opportunity. And at the heart of it all is the Elgin Chamber of Commerce. For over a century, the Elgin Chamber has helped local businesses grow, connecting entrepreneurs, advocating for progress, and inspiring the leaders of tomorrow. Whether you're a new business just starting out or an established company looking to expand, the Elgin Chamber is your partner for success. Join a powerful network of leaders making a difference in our community every day. Together, we're shaping the future of Elgin, one connection at a time. Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce, where business and community grow together. Call now, 847-741-5660, or go to info@elginchamber.com. Contact Carol Gieske.
Welcome back, folks, to the local community hour here on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, of course, for tuning in today. We greatly appreciate it here as well. I just saw a cute little post on Facebook. I just had to share about it. It is absolutely adorable. Today is my little nephew Briar's 1-year birthday. Happy birthday, little Briar. Such a cutie as well. Very cute. Posted some nice little cute pictures of him. They took some studio pictures. So cute. So there's a little guy. So adorable. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday to you. Oh, I love that. That's so cute. So moving on here, the little birthdays like that are just so adorable. I think just it's so cute. Moving on here, let's go through some of those news stories here. DailyHerald.com does, of course, have a lot of those news stories. So let's see what we've got going on here. Now, investigation is underway after a woman's body was recovered from the Fox River. This is posted today by Jake Griffin of the Daily Herald. Authorities are investigating the death of a woman whose body was recovered from the Fox River near St. Charles Wednesday. Fox River and Countryside Fire Rescue District Chief Michael Hill said the woman's body was recovered near the Red Gate Road Bridge in an unincorporated part of Kane County north of St. Charles. A boater and a person on shore notified authorities of the body just before 5:30 p.m., Hill said. The Kane County Sheriff's Office is continuing the investigation to the woman's death. The agency hasn't released any information. An autopsy is scheduled for today. So if you want to keep up to date with that, you'll be able to find that and more posted onto the dailyherald.com. I do hope that they end up finding the reasoning for this, and that thoughts and prayers for the family. Another news here, this Naperville street is considered one of the most passive-aggressive in the U.S. This is posted under the transportation category by Carolyn Stein on July 1st of the Daily Herald. Naperville's Ogden Avenue may be a daily driving staple for many Naperville residents, but it also comes with its challenges. A very unspoken challenge, to be exact. According to a survey from Sacramento-based company American River Wellness, it's considered to be one of the most passive-aggressive roads in the country, coming in at spot number 88 out of 100 and among the top 3 in Illinois. North Avenue in Chicago took place at number 10 spot on the national list, followed by Green Bay Road in the North Shore suburbs at number 11, Ventura Boulevard in Los Angeles ranking number 1 in the survey, followed by US 1/Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, Florida at number 2, and Central Avenue, Yonkers to White Plains corridor in Westchester County, New York at number 3. Now, Graham Sargent of American River Wellness wrote saying, quote, "For all the conversation around road rage in America, a lot of drivers are not actually dealing with screaming matches or dangerous confrontations on their daily commute. Instead, many people are dealing day to day with their type of driver who is, quote, quieter, pettier, and in many ways more exhausting," he said. "This is the driver who may be refusing to follow certain etiquette, speeding up when another person signals, or blocking an intersection to protect their spot in a line full of cars, for example." The organization surveyed 3,011 drivers in May to identify the roads and routes most likely to cause passive-aggressive driving behavior, including tailgating, blocking merges, brake checking, and excessive honking. When it came to Ogden Avenue, the study found that the street had the, quote, polished suburban energy of a road where patience quietly leaks away between shopping plazas. He also said, quote, "Drivers are not usually raging. They are just deeply unwilling to lose position. Someone trying to leave a strip mall gets ignored. A lane change before a light becomes a small act of betrayal. Cars creep forward to block entrances, and turn signals often seem to make it nearby drivers less helpful, not more," according to news release about the survey. It was a description of Ogden Avenue in which Naperville Police Commander Rick Krakow said he could not argue. When it comes to traffic on the thoroughfare, the police department sees nearly every kind of violation occur, he said. Speeding is a major concern on Ogden Avenue because the speed limit is faster on the west side of town and progressively gets slower moving into the northern and eastern portions of Naperville. Other common traffic violations police see include following too closely and lane violations. Krakow said, saying, quote, "It's a heavily traveled roadway, and with that naturally comes traffic violators." When asked if there were any stretches of the thoroughfare he thought that they were particularly bad when it came to traffic issues, he pointed to the area around Ogden Avenue and Naper Boulevard, saying, quote, There's just been some large developments in that area and traffic congestion, along with well-documented traffic congestion with the coffee shop that's up there off Ogden Avenue, he said, referring to the drive-through coffee shop 7 Brew. That area, I can understand why maybe a driver would become frustrated or angry while traveling down Ogden, end quote. Despite all the traffic concerns, Kraco said that there's nothing that he would change about Ogden Avenue, ending with this, quote, Ogden Avenue is a congested or full of traffic as it is because of all the great businesses that are along that thoroughfare throughout Naperville. With the great developments and all the businesses that we have, the congestion, some may say, is for good reason. So we just hope that everyone puts some sort of good music and travels safely as they make their way down Ogden Avenue in Naperville, end quote. So interesting article there. I think it's good to kind of add now that little positive note in this article saying, hey, you know what? There's lots of great businesses, as Naperville, I would say, is considered part of the Fox River Valley area. And there's some great local businesses there and organizations that are staples in the community. So can't complain too much about that, considering that there's a lot of help. And in some other news here too, Bloomingdale Roselle Rotary Club is hosting a fun family feud game night coming September. This was submitted today by the Bloomingdale Roselle Rotary Club. Save the date, folks. Bloomingdale Roselle Rotary Club invites you to its Family Feud game night coming up September 19th at the Bloomingdale Park District Johnston Recreation Center at 172 South Circle Avenue in Bloomingdale. Now, this is an entertaining evening featuring Family Feud-style competition, great food, raffles, wine tasting, and a wine and spirit pull. Proceeds of the event will support the Rotary Club's ongoing service projects and charitable initiatives that benefit our community and beyond. If you want to check out more information, read more on the article, you can also get those tickets, portal.clubrunner.ca/2360. And that does wrap it up here for those Daily Herald news stories. You can, of course, read more at thedailyherald.com. Let's hop on into our National Day calendar. What do we have to recognize, celebrate, and enjoy on this very hot day? Well, maybe you forgot to pack your lunch. Maybe you forgot to put on that extra sock. Maybe you forgot this. Maybe you forgot that. It's okay today because it's National I Forgot Day. It's not good to forget all the time, but don't pressure yourself or beat yourself up too much for forgetting. National Forgot Day is recognized on this day. It hits pause on life's hectic schedules, acting as an ultimate holiday reset. Apologize for what slipped your mind, forgive yourself for the mental slip-ups, and blame it on the calendar. Yes, you have the permission to do so today. We live in a time of information overload, instant gratification, right? Work deadlines, household routines, updating passwords, this, that, and another thing, right? It's no wonder that our memory fails us on occasion. National I Forgot Day provides a clever, lighthearted framework to clear out your mental backlog because forgetting things is completely natural. Instead of harboring guilt over an administrative mistake or an overlooked celebration, today gives you that permission to send that belated card, make that overdue phone call, simply say, sorry, I completely forgot, but I'm making it up for you today. So that's a day recognized. I Forgot Day. Another day recognized today is Anisette Day. If you do like a nice anisette that is recognized on this day, it's from the anise herb, gives anisette its licorice or fennel flavor. While usually a sweet liqueur, distillers traditionally blend it with sugar syrup for a sweeter result. Spain, Italy, Portugal, and France lead the world in this drinking of this licorice tasting drink. So if you do enjoy it, I myself personally am not a huge fan of licorice. Don't come after me. It's just my taste buds. Blame it on the taste buds, all right? But that is a drink that people do like. And you know what? It looks pretty nice in a nice clear glass, a glass, right? You know, not a George glass, but a cut glass. So that's a day recognized today that is National Anisette Day. And finally, another day recognized is National Wildland Firefighters Day. This is a day to recognize and honor the firefighters who give their lives, who risk their lives to put out those fires. It's an honor of the dedication personnel who coordinate their efforts to protect the nation's wildlands. It's also a day to remember the sacrifice made each time a firefighter steps into a wildland fire, whether they make it or not. So every year, wildfires burn millions of acres across the United States, federal, state, local, tribal, military, rural, contract. I mean, there's a whole list there. And these amazing individuals, folks, are the backbone of the wildlife fire community, the men and women who work to save lives, property, infrastructure, and precious natural and cultural resources every year deserve, not just on this day, but every day, incredible gratitude for their professional skills and their efforts as well, too. So that is also a day to recognize on this day. So if you want to check out more national days, you can go to National Today Calendar and nationaldaycalendar.com. We're going to take another quick time out, and we will be back with more here on your local community hour, WRMN AM 1410. When we come back, we'll discuss here what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. What are some cool hot spots to go to? Maybe some cool spots to go to. Literally cool, because you want to make sure that you're staying nice and cool during these hot summer days. We'll talk about that and more coming up in just a bit. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in a little while.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Chicagoland? Need trusted legal help with real estate, evictions, or estate planning? Turn to Guthrie & Brady, the happy lawyers serving the greater Chicago area since 1965. With over 50 years of experience, they handle titles and deeds, foreclosures, landlord-tenant issues, wills, trusts, and more. Appointments available evenings or weekends at their Roselle office or right in your home. Call Guthrie & Brady now at 847-524-1215. That's 847-524-1215. Or visit gnblegal.com. Guthrie & Brady, personal, professional, affordable legal services for all of Chicagoland. The happy lawyers since 1965. That's gnblegal.com. Or 847-524-1215. Guthrie & Brady, trusted legal help made easy, fast, affordable, and experienced. Call today.
America's Vet Dogs is a national nonprofit empowering veterans, first responders, and active duty service members facing both visible and hidden disabilities through the placement of a highly trained service dog. However, recipients never bear the financial burden. You can be a part of making a meaningful difference in the lives of veterans and first responders in need. Learn more by visiting vetdogs.org.
Get ready for an unforgettable night out in downtown St. Charles at O-Shows, where live music, dining, and entertainment come alive. Visit the iconic Arcada Theater at 105 East Main Street and experience the venue voted Chicagoland's premier entertainment destination. Whether you're enjoying a headliner concert, dining at Rock and Ravioli, or hitting the speakeasy at Club Arcada, O-Shows creates memories. Tickets and event info at oshows.com, and you can call 630-962-7000. That's 630-962-7000. Make your reservation, bring your friends, and plan your next event at O-Shows. Live music, dining, and entertainment, all in one place. Visit oshows.com and join the fun tonight. Supporter of the America's First Responder Fest.
What does life after service look like? Kicking back? Taking it easy? We believe it looks a little different. Fighting for all veterans. Making sure they get the benefits and care they've earned. Rebuilding communities after disaster strikes. And adapting to support today's veterans. Meeting them where they are. The VFW. Still leading. Still advancing. Still serving. Get involved at stillserving.org.
From the pages of the Elgin newspapers of 100 years ago today, these are the headlines brought to you by the Elgin History Museum.
This is Linda Rock, sharing stories that were in the Elgin Courier News on July 2nd, 1926. Bids for the main construction work on the new Elgin 13-story professional building were advertised for today, and builders hope to let contracts not later than July 20th, so main construction can be launched. Charles E. Geertz and Son are at present engaged in excavating and erecting the foundation of the building, the contract for this part of the structure having been awarded some time ago. Professional and businessmen of the city who are building the new office and business structure announced that already several applications for office spaces have been received. When completed, the building will represent a $250,000 investment. The bootlegger in Elgin is thriving and applying his trade apparently unmolested, according to indications in the June report of Police Magistrate G.R. Thompson. The report stated that during the month, a total of 32 men were arrested for drunkenness, which is just twice the number arrested last May. This is at a rate of 600 arrests for intoxication each year. Judge Thompson stated that in pre-Prohibition days, the total arrests for all offenses were about 300 a year, and that the average arrests for drunkenness in pre-Volstead days was 10 to 12 a month.
Elgin 100 Years Ago is a presentation of the Elgin History Museum. Be sure to visit the museum located at 360 Park Street in Elgin, open Wednesday through Saturdays 11 to 4. You can also listen to Elgin 100 Years Ago at www.elginhistory.org.
And that's what happened on this day 100 years ago. Of course, a big thank you to the Elgin History Museum for putting that together. We got Linda Rock on for the month of July, recording those. So very, very good. You can take a look at more information posted on their website. That is elginhistory.org. Again, that's elginhistory.org. So feel free to check that out for more info on all the fun things that they do and how they keep the community grounded with all the rich history. It's so cool to take a look at. I want to remind you, of course, that you can always take a look at the City of Elgin's government page if you're an Elginite here in the Fox River Valley area. They recently did post about their cooling centers available as heat advisory continues throughout this month. And it does also continue on through till today as well. So if you do want to take a look at that list, Kane County Health Department website does tell you a little bit on where you can go to. If you are located in Batavia, Carpentersville, East Dundee, anywhere really in the Fox River Valley area, Kane County area. Fox River Valley does also cover Cook County as well too. But any of that specific area that you are in, a lot of those local libraries and police departments do offer during their hours of operation a place to stay. Some of them are not sleeping facilities. Some of them they do allow, especially if it is a place like Pads of Elgin or Pads in general. But that list is available on canehealth.com. We encourage you to take a look at it. I know the Gale Borden Public Library is a place that you can go to cool off a little bit. They have their wonderful coffee shop, which is located right next door to the Consumer Credit Union. They have some great coffee there at great prices. And again, you can just cool off, read a nice book, maybe take a little course for yourself, go up to the genealogy section, do some research, but you're in a cooling place, a cool place. It's not only cool, of course, in terms of the fact that they have it air conditioned, but it's cool that you get to experience so much wonderful knowledge and history and things that are making history too. It's really cool. So again, those local libraries are great. Gale Borden Public Library is just around the corner here from our physical location at the station. That's at 270 North Grove Avenue. That's the Elgin location. The Raco branch is also open as well. If you also want to go to check out some different places here in the Fox River Valley area, that includes many places connecting businesses with the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce. Again, we want to congratulate Carol Gieske for all of the time and effort that she has done with making the Elgin Area Chamber a staple in the community and everyone that's been there. Of course, she is retiring, but she's not gone though. She's still going to be at events. She'll still be in the as part of the community as well. Her show will still go on as well too here on WRMN on the 4th Tuesday of every month. So feel free to check that out. You can check out more information at elginchamber.com. Lots of great things that are put together there. You can also check out, of course, the Elgin Police Department. Always a big thank you for all that they do for the community as well. Every Friday is Fridays with the Finest with Chief Anna Lally at 9 o'clock. They recently posted a big thank you to their Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association for treating them to the 18th Annual Appreciation Cookout for all of the Elgin Police Department officers and staff. The CPAAA volunteers provide great food off the grill and a whole menu of good stuff to enjoy. So they had a great time there, which is fantastic. So you can find that recently posted on their Facebook page. They also do post about, of course, the 4th of July approaching. They do want to remind the community that fireworks are both dangerous and illegal. The city ordinance is located below on this post. Explains the penalties associated with illegal fireworks. The ordinance information for the fireworks does show on the page. If you want to take a look at it, it's posted by the Elgin Police Department. So please make sure that you're aware of that as well. It's unlawful for any person, firm, co-partnership, or corporation to knowingly process, offer of sale, exposure of sale, sell at retail, etc. of fireworks. So no less than $100 and no more than $750 for the penalty, in addition to materials being confiscated as well. Each violation is a separate offense. So please take that seriously as well. But that's posted, that's on Elgin Police Department's Facebook page. So thank you for all you do for the community. Of course, you can also check out coming up today, it is the White Sox game. That'll be coming up at 5 o'clock for the pregame and the first pitch for the Chicago White Sox versus the Cleveland Guardians at 5:40. You can tune in on that here on WRMN. And don't forget, of course, you can always check out our website, WRMN1410.com. Local talk, live sports, Fox River Valley Radio all day long. So feel free to check it out. It's a hot day today, so please make sure that you are keeping nice and cool today. There are times when I mistakenly say keep it nice and warm. No, I'm on my game today. Keep it nice and cool. It's got to be cool today because it's a hot day outside. I wore my very lightweight white shirt, short sleeves today, so I am prepared. With the remainder of the couple minutes that we have left, let's hop on in and see what we have locally for the Fox River Valley area. Now, of course, a lot of the different July festivals, the different fireworks shows that are coming up, barbecues, are a lot of them posted on exploreelginarea.com, so we do recommend that you do take a look at that. We only have so much time left, but in the next coming days and next coming days, tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, on Friday I'll be on, so we'll talk about that a little bit more before 4th of July. But we are going to be out at the 4th of July parade. We are looking forward to it. We're going to be set up. It's going to be a great time, and we hope that you'll be able to join us as well too. We'll have someone here behind the board making sure everything runs nice and smoothly. I'm not going to be behind the board. I'm physically going to be out there. I'll be doing interviews. You can come over, say hi. I'm looking forward to it. It is going to be, again, a rainy day, so I'll make sure to prepare. I won't worry too much about my mane that day, my hair that day, but it's a great time to be together as a community, especially celebrating the 250th birthday of America. Thank you, everyone, of course, for tuning in today, and we hope you all have a spectacular rest of your day. Stay nice and cool.